Good morning everyone. Today we're doing a really quick brew day of our hazy pale ale, and this time we're using Lotus hops, which is a brand new hop. It's giving these berry vanilla notes, and I think that's going to go really well with our Sabo. So what we've done was, last night we filtered some water, added our water chemistry. We set this up to sort of turn on overnight at about 5:30 a.m. It is now nearly 7 a.m. So we've just hit our mash in temperature of 68 degrees. We're going to be mashing at 63 degrees, so that's perfect. Let's add our rice hulls and then our grains. So I'm just going to do a handful of the rice hulls. And now Ellie behind the camera is going to help me with these grains. So there I was just changing our temperature down to 63. So this is looking really good. So what's going to happen now is we're going to let this sit for 10 minutes and then we're going to put the top screen on, start the pump and get it mashing. So it's been 10 minutes now and we've started our pump. We've got the top screen on. As you can see, we've got a nice flow going through. This is pretty fast and it's not going down the overflow, so we're really happy with that. So the plan is we're going to set a 20-minute timer. Once that's up, we're going to take the top screen off, give this a really good stir, put it back on, turn the pump back on, and we're going to repeat that 3 times for our mashing process. Once that's done, it's time to sparge. So we'll see you then. Okay, so we've been mashing in for about an hour now. As you can see, the color's looking really good, getting that nice clear flow, which I'm really happy with. So what we're going to do now is going to increase the temperature to 77 degrees. We're going to mash out for about 10 minutes and then we're going to start sparging. So our next part will be at the sparge. Okay, so up to our sparging stage. So what we're doing is sparging with 10 litres. This is going to bring us to around a volume of 25 litres, which will be perfect. So we're just doing 1 litre at a time. Take it nice and slow. And once that's done, we're going to get it up to a boil, so we'll see you then. Okay, so we're just about to hit the boil, so it's time to add our hops. What we're doing is 5 grams of Sabo as our bittering. Then at 10 minutes, we've got 10 grams of Lotus, 10 grams of Sabo. And lastly, we're doing a whirlpool of 40 grams Sabo, 40 grams Lotus. So big hopping, but being a hazy beer, I think it needs it. All right, time for the 5 grams. Okay, so we're up to our 10-minute part of the boil. As you can see, I've put in our chiller to sanitize it. We've got our 20 gram of hops into the spider. And then lastly, we have our Werflock tablets. In they go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to prepare the chiller. We've got 10 minutes left until we start our whirlpool. Okay, so just hit our 60-minute time. Boil's over. I've started up our chiller, so I've just got cold water from the outside tap going in, hot water coming out. I've set the unit to 80 degrees, which is our Whirlpool hop stand temperature. So now I'm just waiting it to drop to that temperature before we add our hops. Alright, so we're at 80 degrees. Got our 80 grams of hops here, so that's 40 Lotus, 40 Sabo. Smells amazing. It's the vanilla, the coconut, really different. I'm used to the sort of the dank sort of smelling hops. This has got that, but also these really smooth, creamy flavors. I can't wait to try this beer. All right, so let's get those in. All right, so we're just doing a 15-minute whirlpool here. We don't want this beer to be too bitter. We just want as much hop flavor as possible. So in 15 minutes, I'll start cooling it down. So our whirlpool's over. It's smelling really, really good. So now we're just going to cool it down to 45 degrees. We're using Kveikis today, pitching it around 35. So I find that if I cool down to 45, it loses about 10 degrees in transfer. So we'll be right at pitching rate. All right, so I'm gonna let this cool down. I'm gonna start cleaning up my fermenter and get it ready to go. So that's at temperature now, so we're just going to transfer it into our fermenter. And yeah, that colour, perfect for a hazy pale. Take our gravity sample. So the fact that this is hotter, we're just going to let the gravity sample sit, let it get back down to 20 degrees so we get a more accurate reading. So we've got 21 litres of beer. We're going to pitch some Kveik yeast. This is from another batch, so just the rest of the packet. So it's half a packet. Make sure this lid's sitting on tight. So now we'll move this over, get it hooked up to our heat belt, and I'll show you how we're going to ferment this. Alright, so we have a pretty elaborate setup here, but I'll walk you through it. So we've got our fermenter here with our heat belt on it. This is set to 33 degrees running through an Inkbird. This is connected to this keg, gas to gas. So the fermentation gas from here is going to flow into this keg. This keg is full of sanitizer. It's going to clear the sanitizer, purge the keg of all oxygen, and that sanitizer is pushed beer to beer into this empty keg with a spunding valve, which means this whole system will be cleaned, purged, and at 12 psi, fermenting under pressure. And here is our dip tube. Bit proteiny, bit hazy, but it's expected. It is bang on 1052. B. Smith said 1053, so we're on the money. So what we're going to do here, fermenting at 33 degrees, the Kveik is going to rip through everything. At day 4, we're going to dry hop for 2 days, and then it's in the keg. So the next time we'll see you, we'll be dry hopping. So see you then. So the beer has been in the keg for about 2 weeks now. Loving that haze. It's got a nice deep dark straw, which is what we want. On the nose is fresh berries, so that lotus hop, it's really shining through, which is really good. And then just that stone fruit. I'm not really eating the coconut yet from the Sabo, but it's normally on the taste. But all around, already, it's smelling amazing. The head, fluffy, persistent, which is what we want. And it tastes so bloody good. Wow. So these Sabo Lotus hops, they really just, it's a punch of flavour. The cream, the coconut and berries, as flavour notes, they're not something that you really used to in a hop, but damn, they really taste good. It's just that sort of tropical, sort of punchy sort of drink. And it's sessionable. I can easily drink this on a hot day. I would say if you're looking for doing another pale ale, even an IPA or a NEPA, try out these hops because they're bloody good. So thanks for watching our video. Sorry it's been a bit of a gap. After lockdown, we've kind of taken a little hiatus and just been enjoying our freedom, but we're going to be back with regular content. We've just been away on holidays. We'll have some videos from that. More beer videos, more barbecue, lots in store. So please subscribe and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.